have another fairy tale for you tonight. This one is a new one. It's an old story, but it's from a new book, an English book by Kevin Crosley Holland, and so it's Folktales of Britain and Ireland. And I thought it would be nice to read a non-romantic one. It's called The Farmer and the Boggart. Terry was very pleased to be able to buy the far wallow. True, it wasn't much more than an acre, and at the bottom end, down towards the stream, it was a bit sticky. But all the same, it doubled his holding, and it meant he could care for his family needs all year round. And then there might be something left over after that, he told his wife, something to sell. On the evening the purchase was complete, Terry lit his pipe and strolled down Far Wallow to the stream. He put one foot on the stump of the old willow tree and he listened to the mouthing of the stream. He rubbed the bridge of his nose and he closed his eyes. He looked just like what he was, a man at peace in the world, savouring the particular satisfaction of owning land. When Terry opened his eyes again, he saw a little man advancing down Far Wallow towards him. And then he saw his visitor was a squat boggart. His face was covered in hair and his arms were almost as long as tankle poles. "Clear off my land," said the boggart. "Your land?" exclaimed Terry. "I've just bought it." "No," said the boggart. "That's mine." "It's not," said Terry. "That is," said the boggart. "It's not," said Terry. "That's mine. That's always been mine." "I've just signed the papers," said Terry. The boggart scratched his hairy chin, looking as much puzzled as threatened. "I'm sure that's mine," he said. "I'll take you to court," said Terry. "Court," said the boggart, and then he spat at Terry's feet. "I'll take half of what you grow, that's what." Terry didn't like this boggart's suggestion at all, but he didn't want to risk antagonising him. One clout from his hairy right arm, and he would be down in the street. "Well," said the boggart. "All right," said Terry slowly. "Right. What do you want? Tops or bottoms?" The boggart scratched the back of his head. "Tops or bottoms?" he repeated. "Above ground or beneath ground?" "Tops," said the boggart. "Right," said Terry. "No back reckonings, mind." "Tops," said the boggart, and he stumped away. The year became glum. The silver leaves with the willow trees danced and spun. Winter opened her white fan. In the spring, Terry planted the whole of Far Wallow with potatoes. And when it was late July and time to lift them, the boggart came stumping back into the field to claim his share. "Right," said Terry. "No back reckonings, mind." So, of course, Terry got the whole potato crop and the boggart was left with nothing but qualms and twitches. "Blast!" shouted the boggart in frustration as Toady loaded his crop on a cart. "Blast! Next year—" "Yes," said Terry. "What was it?" "Tops," said Terry. "No," said the boggart, looking worried. "Bottoms," said Terry. "Bottoms! That's it." "Right," said Terry. No back reckonings, mind." First, Terry ploughed and harrowed Far Wallow, and then he sowed it with wheat. So when the boggart came the following August to claim his share, he was left with nothing but stubble, and Terry got all the corn and straw. "Blast!" shouted the boggart. "Blast!" And he turned on Terry. "Next year, you sow wheat, and we'll mow side by side. Each of us takes what he mows." "Ah," said Terry. "I'll start here, you start there," said the boggart. "That's what," he bellowed in Terry's right ear, and then he stumped away, muttering to himself. Before long, Terry went to see the wise man. "I've outwitted him twice," said Terry, "but what am I to do this third time?" "Sow the field with wheat," said the wise man, "and during the winter have the blacksmith make you 100 thin iron rods. Then, in the spring, when the wheat rises, plant the rods in Far Wallow. Plant them all over the part where the boggart wants to mow. That'll soon wear down his strength and take the edge off his scythe." Terry did as the wise man advised him. The days lengthened, and the wheat strengthened and turned pale yellow, pale rose, tawny. The boggart came in the middle of August to claim his share. I'll start down there, and you start up there, said the boggart. I remember, said Terry. So the boggart swung his scythe, and before long he hit one of the iron rods. Rum old stalks, grumbled the boggart. Rum old stalks, aren't they? But Terry kept scything and pretending not to hear. So the boggart had to stop and wet his scythe, and no sooner had he put a new edge on it than he struck another iron rod. Blast, shouted the boggart. Firewallow never was up to much. Terry leaned on his scythe and listened. You can take this mucky old land and the crops with it, shouted the boggart. I won't have anything more to do with it. And with that, the hairy creature plodded away over the stile and out of sight without so much as a backward look. For months after that, the boggart hung around the dikes and drains that ran between the fields and the fen. Sometimes he scared people walking home late at night, and if a farmer left his dinner or his tools in the corner of some far field, he sometimes sneaked up and made off with them. But the years passed, and the boggart never came near Farwallow again. Well, that's 3 more tales added to you for tonight. I hope you're keeping safe inside wherever you are. And if you have any suggestions, other tales you'd like to hear, just send me a message. Bye.